Hello, this is Aaron Claiborne with Wisconsin Voices for Recovery. Today I have Monty with me to share his experience with stigma. How you doing today, Monty?
Good, thank you.
It's good to have you here. Good to have you here. Now, I would like to ask you, when you hear the word stigma, tell me what that means to you.
Stigma makes me think of looking at a person through a single lens, kind of like looking through a telescope and focusing in on one particular characteristic, and just seeing that. You're not, you're looking at a person's skin color, whether they have bald or whatever. You're focusing on that, and that's all you see of that person. You're not expanding it to see the whole person.
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty pretty much sums it up, right? Yeah. Judging a person for something about them and not their character.
Right.
Yeah, totally. Um, all right. Now, if you could tell me, how does stigma um, harm people who are seeking or who are in recovery?
Well, when they're seeking recovery, you know, people always hear things like once an addict or you're always an addict. Once an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. They don't believe it's like people think that there's no room for growth. And so when a person, like me, I'm an alcoholic, when I hear that word, it's like that's all people focus on. And that makes me focus on that too. And then I'm like, what's the point? It makes it harder for me to accept help from other people. And same with, other people I've worked with, that it makes it harder for them to be helped or to ask for help from other people.
Yeah, definitely. I like the way you said that. That stigmatizing language, in turn, kind of gives creates a self stigma within yourself.
Correct.
That
Yeah.
doubt within yourself when you're judged based upon your illness, your disorder. Um, yeah, that's a great way to reflect on that. I appreciate that, Monty. Is there anything you would like to share with our audience in the last 30 seconds or so?
I have a foundation, Delmont Phoenix Foundation for Sober Living, and we try to find trying to find a house to put this in, and the stigma of being a person in recovery um, affects. I'll give an example of a gentleman who I talked to about a house, and he says his words were, um, "Sorry, but I don't think if they relapse, I don't want my other tenants to be around that. If they relapse, they might cause damage. They might, break into their neighbors' houses and stuff, and I can't have that." So then, with that, instead of calling it a sober living house, we call it now a recovery home. So changing some words can help with that.
Definitely, definitely. That because that perception makes a difference from the person who's on the outside looking in.
Right.
Um, Again, labels uh, they can hurt or they can empower, right?
Correct.
So I think that's a beautiful way that you approach that. Very good stuff. All right, Monty. I would like to thank you again for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, and everybody, please join in again as we complete more stigma interviews. Thanks. Have a great day.